What's up, guys? It's Jake here today. Oh man, I see we're fogging up. Okay, hold on just a second. It's the humidity. That's the problem. So yeah, guys, I know it's been a very long time since I've made a video. Actually, I did make a video with my iPhone, and I edited it all up with a movie maker, and then I find out that it will not upload. So that really sucks. But anyways, this is August now, so I know it's been a very long time. But anyways, we are back, and I have done a lot of work this week, and today is Friday, and I only have 3 more to finish off the week. And so I figured I would show you guys, I would take you guys with me today, since I haven't done it much at all. I haven't showed you guys any of my properties or that I'm doing today, so it should be a good day. Also, I got me 2 other pieces of equipment. If you're on my Instagram, you would have already seen them. But I'm not hooked up to power, so it's dark in here. I apologize. I got me just a cheap handheld BG50 blower, and I also got the HL94K pole trimmer. So yeah, that guy right there was over $500. But I'm starting to do a lot of hedge trimming jobs, and recently I had an accident where I cut my leg with my other hedge trimmer. That was just a normal one, so I wanted something that was on a pole. I cut my leg because I was cutting above my head, and I know that's not what you're supposed to do, but that's what I did. So other than that, that's basically it. Everything else is just the same. I am going to change out the trimmer line on my 90R with this stuff right here, and I'm actually fixing to do that right now. So yeah, guys, I'm going to get started on that, and then we will start our day. And so gotta hook the truck up. We will start our day, and I'll take you guys with me today. So I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, guys, well, we finally got this this thing restrung. Took long enough. It's a pain, especially when you don't know what you're doing. Had to redo it like 3 times because it kept unwinding on me. I gotta figure out what I'm doing wrong. But anyways, we got it restrung, and we're actually using a bigger line. Before we were using 2.4 line, and now we're using 2.7 line. So, and it's, you know, a much bigger spool, so it should last me a very long time, hopefully. So, but yeah, we've got that restrung, and we did a little test it, and now we're fixing to hook the truck up, pull around front, load the cooler, and head off. So yeah, see you in the very next clip. Alright guys, so we are finally at our first property, and it's actually this trailer and that trailer, and there's a little house right back there. but all this is one big property. It's not really that big. I think it's like an acre and a half, acre and a quarter, something like that. So I'm not going to be able to film mowing it because I don't have any mounts with me, but I'll definitely give you a before and after, and we'll step out so that I can show you what it looks like. I don't know if I can show you properly. It's about ankle deep, so, but yeah, all we gotta do here is mow it and trim around the house, and there's a couple sheds in the back, and the other house and the mailbox, and that's, you know, that's basically it. We should be out of here in less than an hour, so let's get to it. Alright guys, well, we got everything cut. It was thick, and it took long enough. Got everything trimmed all the way around. All here. I didn't show you what the back looked like before, but there's the back. I cut it twice. Cut it longitude and latitude. Doesn't really stripe real well, but the pattern's there. So, you know, like I said, it's a big property, but this is the biggest one I got, so the next two are pretty darn small. But it's hot today. Man. All the way from here, all the way to that black car down there, so. So yeah, that's gonna do it. So, alright guys, I look like a mess. I got grass all over my face, I know. Let's head on to the next yard. Get this thing knocked out, because it looks like it might storm later. So let's go ahead and get this place, get on the road and get to the next one. What's up guys? Alright, so we are here at our next property, but I've got to tell you guys what just happened to me. I just had a major scare. So I'm at the new property now. I'm at the rental property. That's why I pulled in the driveway. It's a rental. Nobody lives here. So, no worries. So I showed up here, you know, I filmed the last clip, and then I showed up here. We are about, I'd say 5 minutes from the other house. I got here, I put on my Bluetooth headphones, and I reached for my phone so I could, you know, because I always listen to music while I'm working. And I could not find my phone. And I started thinking about it. I looked all over my truck inside, and then I distinctly remember putting this camera and my drink and my keys on the toolbox because I had to unlock the door. I had the keys in my hand. I had to unlock the door. So I distinctly remember laying that stuff on the toolbox, and I could have sworn that I had laid my phone on my toolbox and then drove off and lost it forever. Now I know a lot of you may be thinking, you know, what's the big deal? Well, my phone is basically my life. It's, you know, because, and I'm not saying that because I'm tech savvy or anything like that. I'm saying that because it's the only way of communication with my family, my friends, but also my clients. And so I was expecting a couple phone calls today, so, you know, it was just a terrible experience. But I got all the way to the new property. I thought maybe it fell off before I drove off or something like that. So I drove all the way back to the other property, and then I looked all around, couldn't see it. I even walked all the way down to the end of the road to the stop sign. Maybe it flew off whenever I made the turn, you know, I don't know. But no, I didn't find it, and I started to get really worried. Crap, I have done lost my phone. The last phone I lost because I fell out of my kayak getting in a creek last year, back in November. And I certainly did not want to have to buy another phone because I lose stuff left and right. So anyways, long story short, I opened my trailer door, I looked inside, I said there's no way I left it in here, and sure enough, my phone was laying on the mower seat. On to what really matters. We are at the other property. This is a rental property. See, there's my phone right there. This is a rental property. Nobody lives here right now. This is the second time that I've mowed it. And so it's a pretty small yard. Especially if it's in the storm soon, so I don't really have a lot of time. I mean, yeah, it's growed up some, like low limbs are hanging. But like I said, nobody lives here. Nobody has lived here in quite a few months. I don't even know if it's been lived in this year. But really the back is nothing at all, except you can see my finger right there. That's it, where my finger kind of makes this curve. Because the rest of all this is swampland. And it's usually pretty wet. Yep. Yep, and it's wet now, so that means it's really wet. Yeah, it's a mess. But it only goes back to that right there, that edge. You can see that. I can't see my screen. But, oh man, it's wet. So that's going to be fun to deal with. But all we got to do is just mow, trim, and edge this tiny little property. I'm probably just going to weed eat the back because of how small it is and how wet it is. I'll probably just take the weed eater to it. You won't ever notice the difference. So, but yeah, this is the new property, and we will get started on it. And then we got one more after this. Like I said, I only had to do 3 today, but this is pretty tall. I only had to do 3 today because I've done the rest of them. Today is Friday, and I've done the rest of them throughout the week. But I decided to pull the camera out today, so. Well, we had our little scare, but that's okay. It's just an adventure. The adventure in lawn care, it never gets old. But anyways, guys, I'm going to get to work right now, and I will show you guys the finished product right about now. Well, guys, we got it cut, and just in time, just as we were fixing to start edging, the bottom fell out. As you can see, it's clear skies now, but it dropped a lot of water. So, but we got it done. We got it finished. Got everything mowed and trimmed. Let me show you guys the back. Got all this mowed, all down in here. Now right there I couldn't get because it is sopping wet. I actually took my trimmer and trimmed all of this in this little section right here, but that over there, it's actually got water standing, so you can see right there. So can't really do much about that, but everything else is cut and trimmed and edged. I think it looks pretty decent. Well, guys, this is property 2 out of 3. So now we're fixing to head and do the last one, and we will be done for the day. We got everything blowed off. Looking nice. That area right there holds water. Can't really do much about that. Got this side trimmed and mowed all the way down to those elephant ear plants. So I think it all looks pretty darn good. So it's a lot better than it did, that's for sure. So yep guys, let me put my tools up and we are going to head to the last yard, and hopefully the weather will be in our favor. It ain't gonna take long to do that yard though, so we'll see you when we get there. Alright guys, well we are at our last property. I don't think I've ever actually shown this one, but y'all do know that one. And I wanted to show you something. I did this one yesterday. Sorry about that guys, the neighbor came up and wanted to talk. So actually it was another one of my clients. But anyways, yeah, this is the other property. It's also pretty small, and I actually did bring the tripod. I found it behind the seat, and so I'll just stick it up and we'll cut this back. So it's not terrible, it's patchy, but whatever. Money talks, right? So I'll cut it. So that's what it looks like. So before, all I've done is made one pass. So I'll put you guys on the tripod and I'll let you guys watch me cut this yard. Alright guys, well we got it all finished, got it all cut, trimmed, edged, and blown off. Everything looks pretty good, I think. Nice good edge. Let me take you around and show you the back. Got all this trimmed and mowed on both sides, all the way to the shed. Trimmed around the shed, or around the front of it at least. To the back is just bushes. Here's the batch. This yard right here. Y'all have seen this yard before. It's the one that I do fall cleanups for. I took and spread some Stott's weed and feed out on it about 2 weeks ago because it had a lot of patches in it. It had a lot of dollar weed and whatnot. And as you can see, I don't know if it'll show up on camera, but right there where that light starts to dark, that's the property line. They pressure washed. We didn't pressure wash. And then from there on is fertilized yard, and it's actually greener. The grass is greener over here than the neighbors. I don't know, it's probably not showing up on camera, but it is. He had some dollar weed right over there, if you can see it or not, right in there. That's all dollar weed, and so we were trying to kill all that, and in the process it created a bunch of dead spots like that one right there. But I think most of that is weed. I'm going to come in September, which is next month, and spray some, not spray, put in overseed. I'm going to overseed this yard and see if we can't get it lush and green with little to no weeds. So that's the plan, and I'm probably going to hopefully film some of that. If I don't film it, it'll definitely be on my Instagram, JWHendrix Lawn Care. So, but yeah, that's it. That's the last yard, and we are headed home. Third property done. It's been a pretty good day, and it looks like that storm is still above us and still brewing. So let's see if we can't get on home before all the bad weather comes. It's pretty blue over there. Not so much right there though. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I apologize that it's been a while. I just haven't had any time for filming. I've been really busy. And y'all, I post a lot on my Instagram, so go check it out and you'll see just how busy I've been. So with that guys, I'm headed to the house, and we will talk to you guys in the next one. So see you guys later. Have a good day. Well, we almost made it home without it raining, but it's raining right there. Yep. Good thing we were able to get done on bid. Man. It's actually clear blue skies right there. It's dark right there though. And just like that, it's basically over. Welcome to Florida. So, but anyways guys, thanks so much for watching. Sorry that it took a while to make a video for you guys. Just been very, very busy. So I think this is going to conclude the video for the day. It's still pretty bad down here. Oh, it's still raining. But anyways guys, I think it's going to cover it for today. I'm going to head inside before I get any wetter than I already am. And we'll catch you guys